Aries. Welcome to your October 2015 Tarotscope. This is Gwendolyn of Readings by Gwendolyn. I'd just like to thank everyone for watching. And this is the October 2015 Tarotscope for Aries. So I'm going to give it one more shuffle here, and then we will see what's up for Aries for October. Okay, so... And if any of you are interested, the deck that I'm using is called the Greer. I often get a lot of questions about this deck, or people asking me which deck it is, so I'll put a link to the deck in the comments below, and that way you can check it out if you're interested. Okay, let's just see that all those are in frame. It looks like they are. So at the beginning of the month, it looks like there may be a standoff between a Page of Swords and a Queen of Coins, or perhaps even with a Page of Coins. You know, what's funny is that with all three of these cards, all of these are court cards, so all of these can represent people. This, because it's a page, it can represent a younger person, and Page of Swords is someone who is very convicted on their ideals, or very strong on what their thoughts are, so they are very strong-minded and willing to kind of defend that to the death. And because this queen is in the reverse position, and she is a she looks like she could be a earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, but because she's a queen and she is in direct opposition with this page and this other page looking the other way, what I'm going to say is that it almost feels as though this could be a mother, and these are two sons that are quarreling, and she's kind of in between them. Or it looks like a woman who's in authority, and there are two young men or two young people who are quarreling, and she is somehow having to come in between and solve their differences, or it's turning her upside down as well, because she is not only stuck in the middle, but it's turning her upside down because of that. So if you have someone who is a Taurus or a Capricorn or a Virgo who is around you, you may need to give them some support or help them, because it looks like they're surrounded by, a young person who is very concerned and wrapped up in their own ideas and willing to defend it, and then also a young person who is kind of holding on to the money, or saying, I want things to remain the same, I want the material possessions, this is mine and I'm keeping it. So that's a possibility for the opening of the month for you, Aries. Or you may be involved in viewing a dispute of this sort, or in some way or another, there's a woman who's being turned upside down by her involvement with two younger men, or this could be two children. Pages can sometimes even be two daughters. So if that's the case, see if you can just ride it out. This may be someone else, because Aries, you're a fire sign, and this is a earth sign. So this may be someone else. This may be someone in your environment. This could actually be a family. Like, this could be your mother and your two sisters, or your sister and your brother, and you're just kind of observing them all in conflict. Or this could be people at your work. But really, what it's saying too, this is Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles, is all about new money. Sometimes it's a new job opportunity. That's what Page of Coins can also be. Both of these, Page of Coins and Ace of Coins, is a new opportunity for money. So sometimes I look at this as job offer. Sometimes I look at this as a new source of income. It's an ace, so it's definitely a new beginning in some way. And it's possible that it may be that you have been observing, someone going head to head, an air sign and an earth sign likely, and that because of that, you are now considering, well, what else can I do? I'm unhappy with my current job, what's bringing me money. Therefore, do I want to launch out into a new venture? Because Page of Coins can also mean job opportunity, but he's looking away from what currently is there. So it may be that you're just kind of tired of all the struggles that you're observing. This could even be like a husband and wife that you work for. But there's new money and there's new opportunity towards the beginning of the month of October for you, Aries. So if you've been thinking about a new job or a new source of income, first part of October could be a good time to do that. And if you're tired of kind of the fighting or the conflict of whatever it is that you're surrounded by, this conflict with these other people, this is saying there's some newness. They're saying, maybe there's another way that money can come in. So consider that at the beginning of October, Aries. And then I see in the middle of the month, you've got some abundance energy, some richness, some joy, some peace. This is Empress. And Empress is all about abundance, prosperity, feeling full, feeling like things have grown to a point where she can now harvest things. She's all about the richness of life. You can see there's a waterfall behind her, and these are shafts of wheat which are ready to be collected. She's holding a full flower and bloom, and at her feet is the crescent moon of the subconscious. And she's just completely full. She's sitting on the throne. So there is some nice abundance. That's also shown in this card. There's the potential for abundance. It may be because she's in reverse that you're not accessing all that you could be, your complete fullness, your complete truth. And that could be because there's some work to be done in terms of looking at the truth. Hermit is about looking things square in the eye. He removes himself from worldly concerns and pursuits. He doesn't care about politics. He doesn't care about gossip. He doesn't care about anything else except for what is true, what is the real truth. And he's willing to spend time by himself to go figure that out. And then once he finds the truth, you can see he's got this lantern and he holds it up for everyone to see. So there may be a way, because he's in reverse, there may be a way in which you're feeling isolated and you're not expressing your full truth, your full abundance, potentially due to what's going on here, because she's in conflict, she's being turned upside down. So it may be that that's blocking you from fully looking into the heart of the matter of what's going on, from fully finding the truth and fully experiencing your own abundant, lavish, fullness. And then also, too, it seems like there used to be some peace or joy in the family. This card, 10 of Cups, is lovely. It's wonderful. It's full of joy, peace, family. That's the meaning of 10 of Cups. It's the most amount of cups that there can be, and the cups represent the emotional state. But when it's in reverse like this, it's like the rainbow is pouring out of the cup. So, and this is sadness and comforting too. So it's saying that, to me, that even though there may be these opportunities for new money to come in, you may be preoccupied with some family matter where you're consoling someone, or you're noticing that the family has broken apart, or you're feeling like you're spending time on the outside looking at all of this. In some ways, Aries, you almost seem to be an observer of other things that are going on, because this is in relation to the family. This is comforting someone. There's something about, in this case, there's the queen and the page, and this is like a nun and a person who has been bandaged or victimized somehow, and she's providing comfort. So there is a way in which perhaps a mother figure is protecting and caring for this other young one against someone else who's being kind of immobile in terms of their thoughts, in terms of their feelings or their convictions. They're standing up for what they think and they're not moving from that position. So I'm noticing there's just some sort of like family relations, or someone who needs to be, a younger person who needs to be comforted. And that could be either in relation to you, or that could be someone else that you're observing. Again, this is related to coins. Same with this Queen of Coins. So something about the Mother of Coins is comforting a younger person. Um, and I see towards the end of the month, there's a lot of, all three of these cards are two energy. It's Two of Coins. Lovers is two people. It's all about balance. And High Priestess is card number 2. She's got 2 columns there. So there's a lot of duality energy towards the end of the month for you. A lot of partnership stuff potentially. Two of Coins is all about joint finances or juggling money, taking money from one thing to pay for another thing, or moving money between bank accounts. It can sometimes mean joining your finances in terms of a contract. And it can sometimes mean like doing everything you can to stay on top of your money. So he's juggling money around, and it could be that you have just enough, but it needs to pull from one place to another. You're just covering your bases. So if you do sign any contracts, or if you are getting into any joint partnerships or joint finances, I recommend waiting until after October 9th, because that is when the current Mercury retrograde that we're in ends and Mercury goes back direct. So if you do make any large purchases, or have any large assets that you're doing stuff with, or sign any contracts, try to wait until after October 9th if you can, because if you do things within that period, when Mercury goes back direct, it can all become undone. So be careful with that. And then here's partnership energy too. This is lovers. So there may be, towards the end of the month, a focus on partnership or your relationship, or a relationship you may want to get into, or you may have some sort of affair or love experience. You may find intimacy with someone, or if you're currently in partnership, your intimacy may grow or deepen. But there's something about it instinctively, because High Priestess is your intuition and instinct, that's inner knowledge, and there's something about it that is kind of like rubbing your instincts the wrong way about this involvement, and perhaps that you don't want to get your money involved with this person, even though you may have a lot of passion and you may have a lot of closeness and intimacy with them. High Priestess surrounding it with Two of Coins on either side says, maybe you have a gut feeling that getting your money involved is not a good thing at this point. So I would just say, in that, listen to your gut, listen to your instincts, because sometimes High Priestess in reverse can mean also that you're not listening to your gut instincts. You're not listening to the information that you have inside. So make sure that you do that at the end of the month, especially in relation to partnerships. That's all that dual energy. It also can mean, too, if you're getting into some sort of partnership that is not romantic, this card, along with this card, can mean, do I really want to get into bed with them? If your money is being joined, do I want to become intimate with my money with this person? And listen to your gut instincts, listen to your intuition on that, because High Priestess has information for you about that. And then also, it may feel like a burden a bit. This card is saying, how much can you carry? Or this is a card of oppression where he's just carrying too much. So whenever I see this card, I always ask, what can you do to lighten your load? What can you put down that you're carrying that's not necessary? It's possible that at the end of the month you are considering some sort of joint finance, cooperation, contract, partnership, because you're spread too thin. And in that case, instead of jumping in with this situation or with partnership, you may want to instead think about what it is that you can let go of, or what it is that you can put down. What are the projects that you're carrying that used to be, initially were fun, but now are just becoming burdensome. So that may allow you to, when I see this card in reverse, I see someone who's trying to hold on to everything. and isn't willing to let anything go. It's like they have too many irons in the fire, and they're not willing to, they're spread far too thin, which is partially what this Two of Coins can mean also. So be careful towards the end of the month that you don't spread yourself too thin, because it might put you in situations where you get in deeper than you want to. That's what your intuition will tell you. Your gut instinct will tell you, do I really want to get involved in this with this person, or what is the information that's coming to me regarding the merging of myself with this other person. So that is your reading for October, Aries. I hope you enjoyed it. I also have another course coming up through the Daily Ohm. It's called Learn the Major Arcana in 22 Days. I'm pretty excited about it, and I'm going to be finishing that up soon and in the editing process, and I'm hoping to have that published by the end of October, if not November sometime, so I'll definitely keep everyone updated about when that's coming out. And if you'd ever like to book a reading with me, you can do that at readingsbygwendolyn.com, or there should be a little eye somewhere in the corner here that if you wanted to book a reading with me, there's a readings button there. So thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for all your subscribes, and I look forward to your next reading next month. Yours in the stars, Gwendolyn.